Portsmouth have the chance to score a goal to reach the Champions League semi-finals. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 35 of Project Pompey. League table situation, and it's ever so tight in that race for Champions League qualification. Realistically speaking, we think Chelsea's probably going to win the league. They're 10 points clear. We're not going to win the league this season, but it's a race for 3 Champions League places between 4 teams: Portsmouth, Liverpool, Newcastle and Manchester United. It is ever so close. If United win both their games in hand, they'll be on 68 points, same as us. Liverpool have got a game in hand over us. They could go on to 71 points. Newcastle only 2 points back on 66. So it's ever so close and anything can happen. So even though we're doing well at the moment, if we have some bad form, it could change everything. But since you last left us, we have been unbeaten. We beat West Ham 3-1 in the league. Kevin Nolan, Bozjanov and Kezman grabbing the goals. A bit of a disappointing 2-2 draw. We had to come back from 2-0 down, but Yaya Toure and Kezman with a 93rd minute equaliser. We were on the back foot for most of that game, but we did salvage a draw. We did come back, though, to beat Leeds 4-1. Bozjanov, Suarez and 2 goals from Kevin Nolan getting the victory. And the first leg of our Champions League quarter, we beat Chelsea 2-0. Yaya Toure with 2 absolute screamers from outside the area. They could both be in contention for goal of the season. We'll have to find out at the end which goal it is. But Yaya Toure certainly turned up and got ourselves a 2-0 win. So we will be playing Southampton in the league away from home, our South Coast rivals, followed by the second leg away from home at Stamford Bridge. We take a 2-0 lead into that game. We got no away goals conceded. So fingers crossed we can finish the job and reach the Champions League semi-finals. So with all that in mind, the Southampton game is going to be as follows. Knowing we're playing Chelsea in midweek, a bit of a rotated team. Checking goal, Del Horno, Steidl, Carragher and Kisnobo at the back. Pedersen, Modric and Nolan in the middle. Elano, Bozjanov and Van Persie start up front. Not our strongest 11, but I think it's 11 that can get the job done on the South Coast. We are away from home against our rivals, so we do need to be very careful and not slip up, because we are still fighting for a Champions League place. I'm going to say carry on from the last match, keep that momentum going. We're going to tell them we have faith in them, and we are going to be opening the episode with a game against Southampton. It's the South Coast derby. Every point is crucial in the race for top 4. Coming up to half-time, there's been no highlights whatsoever in this game. It's been a very, very boring game. Not many yellow cards, nothing much happening. So there's literally nothing to show you from the first half. It's been a bit disappointing from the boys. I'm going to give it aggressive. Not happy with that performance. Anybody on a 6.5? I think Pedersen's on 6.5. So we will bring on, well, all our Mazzellas are on the pitch right now. We'll move Elano into Mazzella. We'll bring Suarez on as an attacking midfielder. Swap him over for Van Persie. No, we'll swap him back. Swap him back. Suarez can be the attacking midfielder. Try and see if we can get something out of this game. It's been very boring. Nothing happening. No highlights. But can we see an improvement in the second half? 70 minutes, still no highlights. We've got nothing. We've literally had nothing in this game. So we're going to go direct. We're going to try and force the game for Southampton. We're going to do what we normally do. Distribute quickly. Take long kicks. Put it up to the defence. Throw everyone forward. Anybody else I want to try and bring on to influence this game? We'll bring Van Persie off. We'll put Kezman on for him. Do they do well the other way around? No, not really. So we're going to throw Kezman on. Can we at least see a highlight? First highlight of the game, 80 minutes in. Modric whips it in for Steidl. It's in the goal! It's in! But the ref's going to have a look at it. Is he offside? He's offside! The only highlight of this game. And Steidl, the players were off. It was interfere with play. And the only highlight we've had so far is pulled back for offside. we might as well see the rest of this game altogether. There's been nothing happening. It's going to be a 0-0 draw. Very disappointing from Portsmouth. We've only had one highlight all game, and it was an offside goal. So not the most exciting of South Coast derbies as Kesman hits the crossbar. But can we have one last chance? Is there a chance left in this game? I don't think so. Kesman, no, he's offside. It's probably going to be the end of the game. Probably the most uninteresting game you're going to find on this series so far. 0-0, one highlight all game. And that's a bit disappointing from the boys. That was not good enough. And in the race for Champions League, it's 2 drop points against our rivals. Suarez reveals fury from the manager. And looking at that league table with 32 games played, Newcastle are on 69 points. We're on 69 points. Liverpool have 2 games in hand now, and they're probably going to overtake us. And if Man United win both their games, they'll be good. Well, they've got 3 games in hand now and could overtake us. So it is between us and Newcastle. We've got the games at the moment, but Liverpool and Man United have got games to catch up on. So it's not all said and done. As much as we're in second place, it doesn't mean a thing. So we are now going to focus on the Champions League. We are 2-0 up against Chelsea in the first leg, but we do have to go to Stamford Bridge to secure the result. We did play them away from home in the league and smashed them at Stamford Bridge. Will history repeat itself? A rotated team for the Chelsea game. We've got our first team back in the squad. Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, Dimichelis, Wan and Lahm at the back. Yaya Toure comes back in with Modric and Nolan in the midfield. And our front 3 are back. Messi, Kesman and Suarez up front. We are going to play a little bit cautious because we are away from home. But we're going to see how the first half an hour plays out. And we can always go attacking if we do find ourselves 1 goal down. But they have no away goals. We're 2-0 up. If we can score a goal, that will put us in a very comfortable position to get to the semi-final. I'm going to say we cannot allow complacency to undo the good work we did at Fratton Park. It is the Champions League quarter-final second leg. Portsmouth are 2-0 up, but we have to get something out in Stamford Bridge to see ourselves to the semi-finals. Can Portsmouth reach the Champions League semi-final? Corner from Chelsea, 19 minutes in. It's been all Portsmouth looking at the stats, but we know that means nothing as Daniel De Rossi gets a goal and Chelsea have scored with their first shot on target and going positive because we are holding on to the ball and Chelsea have already pulled 1 back in the race to get to the next round. It's their first shot all game, but Portsmouth are on the ascendancy. We've had 67% possession, 9 shots, 3 on target. We've got the ball. We need to do something with it. As they get another corner, Veron crosses it in. Lahm clears it off the line. And Chelsea are now starting to get back into this game. And if we can find just 1 goal, it'll mean a lot in the grand scheme of things. But Philippe Lahm, 34 minutes, finds Kevin Nolan to Messi. Yaya Toure scored 2 long shots in the first game. Almost scored another one in the second leg. Might as well see this through to half time together. As seen as the first game, nothing happened in. But they've got 1 goal. They just need 1 more. But if we can get an away goal, that'll effectively mean 2. As Philippe Lahm, edge of the box, gets a goal! And that is an away goal we have scored at Stamford Bridge. And what that means is that Chelsea have to score 3 goals now to qualify for the semi-final, as they have 0 away goals. We have at least 1. Philippe Lahm takes a touch, finds the net. Only his 3rd goal of the season, but that could be the most important goal he will score this season. We've pulled 1 back against Chelsea, and that could be the goal that sees us into the semi-final. I can say, don't look at the scoreboard, don't think the job is done. This is a Chelsea team that are top of the Premier League, more than likely going to win the league. So we cannot be complacent. 45 minutes away from the semi-final. 58 minutes, Kevin Nolan on the ball. Lionel Messi finds Taylor on that left-hand side. Taylor takes a shot, finds Suarez. Is he offside? I think he might be offside. The referee, yeah, he was offside. I could tell he was off from the moment the whistle went. Let's have a look at this. Let's check. Yeah, he was well offside. The lines are a bit off, but Luis Suarez was offside. Let's make some changes. 61 minutes in. Kezman's on a 6.3. He's not been that good this season, if I'm being honest with you. Not as good as I thought he was going to be. But we'll bring Bozhinov on for him. Messi's also on a 6.4, but we'll give him the next 10-15 minutes just to see if he reacts to the changes. But Matty Taylor, long ball to find Philippe Lahm. The good thing about our wing-backs is they almost act like midfielders. But Bozhinov, is that a foul? That could be a penalty. Is he going to give it? He does. And Portsmouth have the chance to score a goal to reach the Champions League semi-finals. And Yaya Toure puts it away. 2-1 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. And Chelsea now have to score, 4 goals to qualify for the semis. And Portsmouth are looking very, very good for a place in the semi-finals of the Champions League. As we get another highlight, Suarez on the ball, finds the corner flag. Philippe Lahm crosses it. Suarez gets it again. Yaya Toure, wide of the goal. 76 minutes, I'm going to make another sub. Messi's not been at his best today. We'll bring Alano on for him. And we'll bring off Luka Modric for Morten Gamst Pedersen. So double swap, we made all 3 changes. We just need to see this through to the end. 87 minutes, Saviola finds Robinho on the edge of the area. Finds Saviola again. Edge takes a shot. It's wide of the goal. Too little too late from Chelsea. They need 4 goals in 3 minutes. It's not going to happen. And Portsmouth are going to find themselves in a Champions League semi-final. We'll see out the last few seconds together. And while it still may be touch and go whether we qualify for next season's Champions League, this season we are doing very, very well. I mean, the goal of the series is to win the Champions League. Could we do it on our first time of asking? Who knows? I can say, well done. That was a brilliant result. We beat them at home. We beat them away. And Portsmouth win in the Champions League quarter-finals. We have had a very good season in the Champions League. And it's going to be between us, Bayern Munich, Roma, probably. They're 4-1 up against Newcastle. And a choice between United and Arsenal. So we will have to wait for the Newcastle-Arsenal games to finish. But I think we will end this episode with a semi-final draw. Champions League semi-final draw. It is Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Portsmouth and Roma. At this point, every team's as strong as each other. As I said in the last draw, I think I'd rather Bayern Munich or Roma, because there'll be a sort of different tie, because we play Arsenal quite often, so I'd rather face them. But automatic draw, who is Portsmouth, or who are Portsmouth going to get? We were first out last time, but it's Bayern Munich will play Portsmouth. So it is a trip to Germany to play Bayern Munich for a place in the Champions League final. There's the confirmation. Portsmouth will play Bayern Munich. Bayern will be home first, so we will get that second leg to try and reach the final. So if we look at the schedule, we'll play both legs in the next episode. So we'll miss out on West Brom and Watford. We'll come back for Bayern Munich away. We'll skip over the United game. We'll come back for Bayern Munich again. So double Champions League next episode. It is Bayern Munich in both legs for a place in the Champions League final. I'll leave the UEFA Champions League spot there for you as we end this episode. It's getting tight now. We're getting really close in the league to a Champions League place, but we're also very, very tight to get through to the final. So it will be a blockbuster episode next time, as it's Bayern Munich against Portsmouth, and we'll show both legs to see if we can reach the final. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for an absolutely massive episode with the 2 legs of the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich. Thank you very much for watching.